Now let's go over how we can multiply exponents with the same base by using the product rule for exponents. Here's our example. We have 4 to the 7th power times 4 to the 4th power. So in this case, we have 4 as our bases, right? And those are multiplying. They're the same base multiplying. And our exponent for the first 4 is 7, and then our exponent for that second 4 is 4. So we're multiplying exponents with the same base. All right, and if we were to expand this out, we'd get 7 4s all multiplying together times 4 more 4s that are all multiplying together. And then we would go ahead and count those up and we'd get 11. But that's going to get tedious. It's going to be a lot of work. So we're looking for a shortcut. And now if you pay attention to that first set of 4s, we have 7 of them. And that second set of 4s, we have 4 of them. So why don't we just take the exponents, 7 and 4, and just add those together? Well, if we did that, we'd get the same 11 that we're getting here. So the product rule for exponents is just adding the exponents, as long as you're multiplying these two exponents with the same base. So they have to have the same base, and right now we have the same base of 4. So then we can just take our exponents and do 7 plus 4, and that's going to give us our 11, so we can rewrite that as 4 to the 11th power, and that's going to be our answer. So it's way simpler. You can just take the exponents and add them together for the product rule, as long as you have that same matching base. So let's go ahead and take a look at another example. We have u times u to the 25th power. Now, remember, that first u is really u to the first power because we only have one of them. All right, so we're going to multiply these, and u is our base, and they're exactly the same. U is our base for that first one, and then u is our base for the second one. We have it raised to the first power, raised to that 1 is our exponent, and then for that second u, we have the 25th power, or 25 is our exponent. So for this one, we're going to go ahead and just take that 1 and that 25. We're going to add them together. Here's our product rule for exponents. We just add the exponents, 1 plus 25, and we get u to the 26th power. That's our answer. Look how many steps we just saved. So that's how we can multiply exponents with the same base by using the product rule for exponents. Now, there's some important things to remember about this product rule for exponents. You can only use the product rule for exponents when multiplying exponents with the same base. So if we had something like x to the 14th power times a to the 25th power, we couldn't get x to the 39th power. That would not be true because x is one base and a is a different base. So we wouldn't be able to use the product rule here. All we'd be left with if we needed to multiply these is that x to the 14th times a to the 25th power. We're not simplifying anything. Same thing, if we had this example, we have b to the second power plus b to the third power. That's not equal to b to the fifth power. All right, so even though we have b as the same base, they're not multiplying. That plus sign means addition. So because we're not multiplying, we can't use the product rule here either. So we'd just be left with b to the second power plus b to the third power. All right, so those are some conditions you got to remember if you're using the product rule for exponents, but we're going to use that rule to multiply exponents with the same base.